Lots cooking from golf to football to baseball to basketball, and it's almost over. Good afternoon, Evan. How are you today? Good?
I'm splendid today.
Splendid indeed, are you, sir?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, you may not be that splendid after I tell you the breaking news that's come across today, and that is the baseball season, as you know, for the New York Metropolitans opens on April 7th. Who are they playing?
The Washington Nationals,
The
4:05 first pitch.
Washington Nationals, April 8th, the second game of the year, you will not be allowed to watch. That's right out of the gate. They're giving you baseball, unless you go to the game, of course, and then they're taking it away from you, as the second game of the year will only be broadcast on Apple TV Plus. What a way to get the season started. You get baseball and you lose baseball. You get DeGrom, you don't get Scherzer.
I guess there's only one thing we need to do. We're moving the show to Washington, D.C.
Let's go!
And everybody's coming with us. Who's in?
Yeah, so no, listen. Now, I don't want to make a lot of you feel too old, because Apple TV Plus is free, I believe, for this experiment with the Mets and Nationals. They're not the only team that's going to play on Apple TV Plus, but it seems like, for a lot of people, certainly not everybody, they don't have Apple TV Plus. They don't even, some people may not even know where to begin to go get it, and I recognize for the majority of people, it's not that complicated to get it, but it's kind of like a pain in the ass, right? Like, I don't want Apple TV Plus. I've got Netflix, I've got Hulu, whatever I've got, I don't want to have to go find another service to watch the game through. That being said, it's the second game of the year. Can't you give baseball fans, whether it be Met fans or Yankee fans, or in this case, Nationals fans, the opportunity to see a couple of games before you take it away?
Listen, if you love baseball, if you want to see Max
You're
Scherzer
the outlier,
against his
though.
former
You're
team,
the outlier.
But look, not everything in life is going to be handed to you.
Oh, stop. It's baseball, Evan. It's always been
Sometimes
handed to
you got to
you.
work to get what you want.
He took a parenting course last night. I know what's going on.
Yes.
Like, listen, I get it. We're all in favor of technology. We all love technology. My generation and younger, for sure. And I have kids who are, knee deep in it. You will, for sure, when your kids get a bit older. But technology is a part of our lives. But to me, it's like, all right, the season got moved back, a week, just over a week, right? The 31st to April 7th. That is a week, right? And it seems like you're very excited. The Mets are thought of as a World Series contender. Rightfully so. You come out of the gate, bang, big rivalry. Not that the Nationals will be very good this year, but a rivalry anyway. And the second game of the year, you're barely getting into it, and you cannot watch the game if you don't go out there and access Apple Plus, Apple TV Plus.
Right.
Like, only 20 million people in the country have Apple TV Plus right now.
The positive to this is that, unlike the NFL, where you need a subscription to Amazon Prime to watch the Thursday night package, you don't even need to buy anything. They're just trying to get you to see Apple TV Plus. That's
because
all
the
they're
Apple
trying to
TV
do.
Plus, there is a normal fee, $4 or $5. I think for this, they're letting you see it, right?
It's a service. It's kind of like when baseball had the Facebook live games. They put games on Facebook, and it was confusing, and it created like, well, where do I see my baseball? But you know what most people were pissed off about? It wasn't finding it on Facebook. It wasn't where do I get it. It was the fact, and this is the thing that does annoy me, that the second game of the season, I'm not with my family. And by family, I don't even mean my wife and
talking
kids.
broadcasters?
I'm talking about the broadcasters. I'm talking about the fact that
you feel bad when Steve Gelbs isn't on your television?
Yes, that's correct, yeah. Oh, you're right. When Gary Cohen isn't saying, that's a king-sized out, which he says a lot, I get lonely. When I'm listening, and I don't even know who the announcers are for Apple TV Plus, I have no idea. That hasn't garnered the same attention as Amazon Prime.
But do they? It's a stupid question. Are there going to be announcers?
Yeah,
So they have their own crew.
Right,
I guess
they're going to be national announcers, and so I think once we find where to watch the game, Apple TV Plus, once we access it. And truthfully, if you have any knowledge of technology, you'll find it.
So you're going to be pissed either way. Either you can't get it or don't have the ability to get it or don't want to waste the time. Not that it's hard to get, but you don't just go through the steps of getting it because it's only a couple games a year that your team is going to be impacted by.
Right.
But the flip side is those of you that will go out of your way, like Evan, to watch the Mets Nationals on April 8th, you're going to be pissed off because you're not going to get Gary, Keith, and Ron.
Right. You're going to get guys.
So it's a lose-lose situation.
You're going to get guys talking about the Mets that don't know anything about the Mets. And it's exposed rather quickly. In baseball, more than any other sport, even the NBA, when you're on national TV, which happens once in a while for the Knicks, that doesn't bother me as much.
Okay.
And a little bit. But when it's baseball and I got someone talking about the Mets or the Yankees that watch the team like once every 2 weeks, it's obnoxious.
Yeah.
And you're right. When it's the second game of the season. See, you know what my favorite day of the baseball season is, Craig? Ask me.
What's your favorite day of baseball?
The second day of the season.
It's not opening day?
Here's why.
Go ahead.
Opening day is an event. It's special. I love it. But what I love about baseball is that it's with you every night. And the second night of the year is when it gets to normal. When it's like, here they are. Here's my baseball.
Sure.
So as much as opening day is an event for all of us.
You don't actually, you poo-poo then the pomp and circumstance and bunting of opening day.
I did not say that,
You're
Craig.
more of a day two kind of guy.
I love day
when
two.
the real fans are there.
Yes, and yes,
Right.
I love day two. And the fact that on day two, when I watch Max Scherzer stick it to his former team,
Yeah.
I got to hear some national announcer.
Or-
I don't get to hear the dulcet tones of Gary Cohen.
In many of your cases, you're not going to see the game at all. That's a reality. Now, again, while it's not hard to download Apple TV Plus and access it.
Why do you think that people won't see it?
Because live. So a couple reasons. Number one, there's a segment of the society that's just not technically savvy. Older people, for sure. Baseball does lend itself to an older crowd
And
still.
do you think, just to follow up, that the older person who says, I tried, I can't find it, they'll give up quicker and say,
Yes.
I guess I won't watch the
I
game
do. I do.
I got you.
Yeah, and listen, like my dad's 80, whatever he is, years old, 85 years old. He has Netflix, and it took a week to teach him how to use it. You know what I mean? So there will be that segment of people that they might even try,
Right.
and they're just going to give up on it.
Right.
Then you have kind of the fringe fans saying, all right, I'll find something else to do. It's only one game. The season just started. Then there's your crew who's going to go out of their way no matter what to watch the game. But that's not going to be a majority by a long shot because that's just the reality of the platform right now. Now, talk to me 10 years from now, it'll be like, having a phone in my hand, obviously.
It'll become more normal,
But to me, it's just like, it goes out, sometimes all sports, not just baseball, it seems like they go out of their way to piss off the core audience.
Well, the problem is Major League Baseball right now is about getting every last dime they can get. So as they were working out the lockout, they were working out deals with Peacock, which we haven't even discussed. That's another national package that I guess is the Sunday package. Now they have this deal with Apple TV Plus. And the only thing that really annoys me besides, yes, getting used to where to find it, is I want to hear my guys call the game.
Yeah. So there's either way you look at it, ain't good.
Hey, think about this, Craig.
You're
Every
either
time-
not going to see the second game of the year or you're going to be pissed off by who's broadcasting it.
Every time the Yankees or Mets play a Sunday night game,
Yeah.
one of the big discussions on this radio station on Monday is complaining about the national announcers butchering your team.
Yeah, listen, that's always going to be because that's for every single sport. But when I saw that story today, and I remember that Apple TV Plus was doing a number of games this year, it never dawned on me until I saw it today that it's actually the second game of the year. It's like, hey, baseball fans, here you go. Take it back. Here you go. Take it back. It's like if you went trick-or-treating, right? Mm-hmm. And, what's that? A Three Musketeer bar? I'll have a Three Musketeer bar. And you and your friends go around the block, and you come back to the house again. There's candy there, but you can't access it. It's behind a wall. You can see the candy. You can't eat the candy. That would not be a good experience. Would you say that, right?
That would be called a CT.
So we'll get your take on all that. There are rumblings, unconfirmed at this point. So I want to be very clear about that. That after last night's Knick win that everyone was at against the Chicago Bulls, we all saw Julius Randle storm off the court negatively after winning a game that he has told the powers that be that he's done. He wants out. Now, that is an unconfirmed story. I don't want to say that it's legit or confirmed, but it's got some legs right now that the team saw him walk off the court as if they had lost, went to him after the game, and he has expressed to people in the know there, I'm done as a Knick. Okay, goodbye.
Have you ever been in a building where 19,000 people hate you?
Negative, sir.
Okay.
I have been in a building where they've made fun of me.
Yes.
But not that they didn't hate me.
I found last night so fascinating because the ire towards Julius Randle expressed in various ways. From chanting Obi Toppin's name, in which everyone knows when you chant, "We want Obi," we know Tom Thibodeau's not going small and playing Julius and Obi at the same time. "We want Obi" means get his ass, as in Julius Randle,
correct,
off the court.
Right.
The sighs every time the ball would reach his hands. The even one of the free throws he made at the end of the game, it clanked off the front iron, then off the back and in. The sighs as it went off the front iron. The energy towards Julius Randle, and I get it. I'm not saying that you guys are wrong. The energy towards Julius Randle from start to finish, and deserved, was incredible to watch.
Right.
And so when you say, hey, there's rumblings, Julius is asking for a trade, here's my response. My eyes told me the same thing. Because Julius Randle acted last night from not playing defense from get-go, from the beginning of this game.
Yeah, he's loafing around.
My eyes were transcribed on on Julius Randle.
Focused.
I watched him all night. This guy don't give a rat's ass. So whether he asked for a trade or not, here's what I know. His actions tell me
he's
someone
done.
Who's begging, pleading, screaming, get me out of here.
He's got a week and a half to go, and then we'll see what happens. But those are the rumblings that he has talked to Knicks brass and said, do what you got to do to get me out of here. I'm done. We did do a little research on it. His house in Scarsdale is not up for sale because people figured, let's just check on that right quick. We'll get all your calls. We got lots cooking. 877-337-6666. And we also have a Gold Star Award to give out to somebody on our staff today, Evan. That's right. For the first time ever, we are awarding the very hard-to-receive Gold Star.
Can we call it something else?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Why?
Because Gold Star is for, like, military heroes.
No, it's for, like, children in 5th grade.
No, Gold Star families.
Yeah.
That guy got a Gold Star.
You don't like that, then?
No, I love it for those.
Well, we could have discussed this during the pre-show meeting.
Well,
but
you
okay.
never brought it up. I needed to fix it because you just said it for the first time.
You know,
on
like,
the air.
so we can't give so-and-so gets the Gold Star.
Let's go gold check mark.
You want the happy face?
Let's go with the happy face.
The happy face award? Smiley face award.
Smiley face
We're
award.
For the first time ever, we are going to give away the Smiley Face Award for a job well done by a member of our team. Now, who's on our team? Well, it's me and Evan. It's, of course, Vincent Von Vincent, a key member of the club. It is, who else?
Yeah, who else?
Connor Green, a very, very big member of the crew, yes. Helps us produce the show, and guys take 4-day weeks. Who else? I guess Big Mac is part of that group, and Tom, I guess, too, just so they don't feel like they've been ostracized. They're a part of it as well, but someone is getting the Smiley Face Award for the first time ever.
I like that. Doesn't that feel better?
I like it, too.
Do you want a smiley face?
Well, next time, maybe in a pre-show meeting, you should bring that up.
Well, you should bring up that you're going with Gold Star as an award to give out.
I was busy explaining the origin of the Linda Ronstadt classic, known as what song?
I don't know. I was sleeping through
Killing Me Softly, of course, to Big Mac. He did not know what that song was about, so I had to explain it.
Yeah, I checked out of that conversation.
The woman who wrote the song went to a Don McLean concert, heard American Pie for the first time, and felt as if the spirit of Jesus himself had entered her body and she had found the Lord. She went right home and wrote Killing Me Softly.
Interesting.
Yeah, interesting story.
Not really.
Not so much?
No.
I do think you meant Roberta Flack, not Linda Ronstadt.
What did I say?
Linda Ronstadt.
Yeah, obviously I meant Roberta Flack. Okay. Yeah,
just making sure.
You don't get a Smiley Face award
I
today.
just corrected you.
Off the air, correct me. Don't try to embarrass me.
No, the whole point is to embarrass you on the air.
What did I say? I said Roberta
Linda
Flack?
Ronstadt, you said.
Hold on. What did I say?
You said Linda Ronstadt.
I said Linda Ronstadt?
Correct.
Clearly, I did not mean Linda Ronstadt.
Clearly not.
Clearly, I did not.
One thing I've learned is that you do not make mistakes.
No. I've made plenty of them. Trust me. I no longer make mistakes.
Well, that's what I meant.
For a year and a half period of my life, all I did was make mistakes. Now I'm living a righteous, pure life.
If you make a
I'm like a Puritan.
Are you?
Yeah.
If you make a factual error, it was done with a purpose.
My man.